This is our group's copyright timeline. Greg Silverthorne, Morgan Ware, Drake Moran, and Brennan Kudlow. In 1440, Johannes Gutenberg invented the printing press. After Gutenberg invents the printing press, the British government begins the form of copyright, which is intended to control what printers can write and publish. In 1556, the British Crown grants the Stationers' Company a monopoly on printing, mainly to limit the Protestant Reformation by Martin Luther, blocking heretical writings. In the 1600s, being pressured by growing commercial interests, the British government gradually gives up control of the copyright to authors and publishers. In June of 1662, the License Act came out to reduce the amount of printers and presses through the British government. In 1710, the Statute of Anne became the first statute to recognize the rights of authors. Authors won the exclusive right for 14 years to have nobody renew their published works. In 1789, the U.S. Constitution recognizes intellectual property. Article 1, Section 8 empowers Congress to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive right to their respective writings and discoveries. In 1790, the first federal government copyright law, signed by George Washington, protects the authors of any book, map, or chart renewable for the term of 14 years. In 1802, the protection of prints is added. In 1831, protection of musical compositions is added. In 1865, protection of photographs are added. And in 1870, the protection of paintings is added, along with President Grant's signing of a law that says copyright must be deposited into the Library of Congress. In 1901, it was the third revision of the copyright law, where writers can hold their works for 28 years. In 1909, the federal copyright law is revised due to developing technology. In 1976, after 20 years of study, Congress adopts the Copyright Revision Act of 1976. Leaps in technology, including motion picture, phonograph, radio, television, and photocopier, had strained previous copyright protections. In 1978, the 1976 Act goes into effect. Authors can better control their use of their work. Federal copyright law preempts state copyright law, making it more uniform. In 1989, the U.S. becomes a signatory of the Berne Convention, the most extensive international copyright agreement among nations. In 1990, Congress passed the Visual Artists' Rights Act, which protests artists' right of attribution and integrity, covers paintings, drawings, photography, prints, and sculpture. As a group, we believe that the copyright law has advanced throughout the ages for the better of publishing and the reserving of the rights of authors and other professional works.